Just to show y'all, it ain't always a pretty sight. A lot of hard work and cleaning and coordinating goes into this. Right now I'm tearing that little partition down that I built on this side of the stove there. I had plastic over it, and basically what that did was kept all the heat on the other side of it and sent it to the big greenhouse because I didn't need it in here. So now I'm taking that all down. I cut back a bunch of the kale, the chard. I'm going to pull all that stuff out here in a little while, clean up my mess, and try to get some tomatoes in the ground and make this look like folks again. It's starting to look like something again, ain't it? Got all them boxes out, everything spread around. Can't get no tractor in here, so I got to do it all by hand. Right there's where the Dutch buckets are going to go. Then I got to make me some rows to put some of these tomatoes right here in the ground. Man, they look good. Moved them around here so they could get a little bit more sunshine, and they greened up nicely. It's about 2 o'clock, nice and hot in here. I think it's about time for something to eat. Maybe a sandwich, maybe a tomato sandwich. Y'all know where I can find a good, fresh, ripe tomato here about March 14th? I think I see one up there in the distance. I believe I see one that would make a fine, fine tomato sandwich. Oh yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. She's starting to come together now. I brought that tiller in here, tore the ground up a little bit, and took the shovel and dug me 2 trenches. I'm going to actually have one more row over where that cabbage is. I'll give that another week, 10 days, something like that. I think I can keep these some of the smaller tomatoes at bay till the cabbage makes. Take these 2 trenches, put me some lime in there. Went outside and got some good composted horse manure. Now I'm going to shovel that down into each trench. Put a few other special ingredients in there. Run the tiller over it, mix it in real good. Then I'll be ready to put these plants in the ground. As for planting these things, you can see I've already trimmed the leaves off of this right here. I don't need them leaves in the way. And I'm spacing them out 2 foot. You know, it seems odd using a tape measure to plant tomatoes, but I got a reason for that. I'm going to be using some, my drip line is going to have the emitters inside of it, spaced out at 2 foot. That's why I want to be able to plant this root ball exactly 24 inches apart. So here's the next one at 10. Just dig down, loosen this stuff up some right here, pull some dirt back on it, and we just want to mound this up a little bit right here. Just like they did that long trench in the other greenhouse. Do that 24 times and I'll be able to finish up this right here. Okay guys, that don't look too bad right there. That's my first 2 dozen. I'll run another 12, 15 in the Dutch buckets over there, and probably another 15 or so, maybe 17, 18 down this side right here. Should get about 50 of them in this greenhouse right here. I had 10 plants in here last fall. Over here on the left side I had 10 Determinate Rutgers, and those things, once they started putting out, man, it was a lot of tomatoes to deal with at one time. I've had a little bit of change of plans. Instead of putting a row in the Dutch buckets down that right side there, where I got the little trench marked, what I'm going to go ahead and do is dig that out, fill it in with that compost like I did the first 2 rows, and plant another dozen in the ground right there. These plants are just too tall. They got too big a root mass already for me to be trying to put them down in those buckets. So we're going to put another 12 in the ground here. What I'm going to do today is try to get the rest of these tomatoes planted in here. Got me another trench dug over there, loaded up with that composted horse manure. I done brought the tiller in here so I can till this thing up real good. And these plants that I did last week, man, just look at the leaves on these things. Look how deep, dark green that is. Those things looking real good. Nice blossoms coming on there already. Gonna make a ton of tomatoes. They really liking that horse manure. If you ever get a chance to get you a load of horse manure, please do it. It's some mighty fine stuff. I've been using it for a couple years now, and I wouldn't think of gardening without it. That's gonna finish up my tomato planting for this greenhouse right here. I got a total of 56 plants in here. These are the Determinate Rutgers. Along about the last week of May, first week of June, when these things start coming in, I'm going to have more tomatoes and I know what to do with. So, y'all come see me, won't you? Take care, and I'll see you next time.